The human body, a masterpiece of delicate systems. We rely on each component with little thought, until something goes terribly wrong. We take for granted the intricate mechanisms of our bodies. But what happens when one of its most delicate systems fails? When something so small, so seemingly insignificant, becomes the epicenter of disaster. Breast reduction surgery, a well-established procedure aimed at relieving physical discomfort, back strain, posture issues, chronic pain. Surgeons remove excess tissue, reshape the breast, and reposition the nipple-areola complex. This is where precision matters. The nipple, rich with nerve endings, fragile blood vessels, and delicate tissue, must be handled with extraordinary care. Every stitch, every angle, every drop of blood supply counts. It's a minor detail, but also a critical one. Just a few millimetres of misplaced tissue, insignificant blood flow, tension on sutures, unseen trauma can lead to failure. The most feared outcome, nipple necrosis, complete tissue death. And when that happens, the consequences are irreversible. For Claire Jenkins, the decision wasn't cosmetic. Years of shoulder pain, deep grooves from brass straps, aching joints, tension headaches, and the quiet humiliation of unwanted attention. Claire wanted relief, not reinvention. She did her research, met with surgeons, asked every question, made peace with the risks, and on a quiet Wednesday morning, she was wheeled into the operating theatre. The surgery was textbook. 4 hours under anaesthesia. Tissue removed, reshaped, repositioned, and the nipple carefully grafted back into place. She woke up sore, but hopeful. The next morning, Claire shuffled towards the bathroom. Tender, stiff, wrapped in layers of gauze and tape. She turned on the water. Steam curled upward, fogging the mirror. She undressed slowly, nervously. Every movement sent a dull ache through her chest. In the shower, she stood still, water touching her skin for the first time since surgery. She let the water run over her, gently, cautiously. Then she felt it. Not pain, not sharp or sudden, just strange. A sensation out of place. Something brushing against her lower breast. Something soft, but wrong. She looked down, a darkened circle, farther down than it should be. It wasn't bleeding, it wasn't gone, but it was off. She stepped out of the shower, hands trembling slightly, wiped the mirror clear, and saw it. The nipple had moved. Not centred, not aligned. It had slipped downwards, just enough to be undeniable. She touched it, lightly, almost afraid. It felt loose, detached, as though it didn't belong to her anymore. Claire stared at her reflection, the fog of anaesthesia gone, but replaced by something colder. Confusion, shock, and a slow dawning fear. The slightest miscalculation and the nipple fails to take. A moment of silent horror, The tissue weakens, the blood flow shuts down, and the graft begins to die. And worse, it begins to move. Gravity, fluid build-up, decomposing support tissue. The nipple starts to slide down the breast mound, drifting, melting, until it vanishes into the curve. Surgeons begin the review. Was it human error, a technical flaw, or just bad luck biology rebelling against its own repair? Photos, surgical notes, blood flow scans. They point to one culprit. Insufficient vascularization at the reattachment site. When blood can't circulate, the tissue dies. And no matter how clean the incision or skilled the surgeon, that loss is permanent. For the patient, the physical loss is only the beginning. The emotional damage is quieter and deeper. What was meant to heal, to restore comfort, has taken something far more intimate. Identity, confidence, control. So what can be done? Surgeons recommend meticulous planning, real-time blood flow checks, gentle suturing, and when needed, abandoning reattachment in favour of future reconstruction. We may never know every detail of what went wrong, but one truth remains. The human body is a fragile, intricate machine, and even the smallest error can trigger catastrophe. In the end, a small part, but a powerful lesson. Handle with care.